Simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. While it didn't have the drama we've come to expect in past Iron Bowls, last year's game in Tuscaloosa was certainly one where Auburn fans had to feel as if they missed some opportunities.
No, Alabama didn't make it easy on themselves last year either because they turned it over 4 different times. In the end, it was Jalen Milroe's legs that made the difference. 3 rushing touchdowns for him. Of course, he's not in Tuscaloosa anymore, David. They're going to have to keep running the football officially if they're going to win this one.
And these games get weird on their home fields. And Auburn's got to feel confident at home. Like, something always happens crazy on the Plains. They always play Alabama tough. Last year, obviously, was not that competitive. Different site. Different ballgame.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Fires to the middle.
What time?
Stop spraying my stuffing. Smell my stuffing.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, it's a fake. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do.
How do you drop that?
Punt. And they should punt. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the
pass rush gets there, hits home, gets him down. It's a 23.
I called like super cold.
By this defense. You give up a
like
big
warm,
play,
chilly.
take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Dropping back, it's 9.
It's gone right there. Goodbye, Tyson.
Defense is bringing the heat.
I just gotta remind you of the neighbor.
And there are defensive players out there that can just take games over. And that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's spinning his ears back again.
What would you do if I told them you had your phone? Why?
I didn't even got it. Stop short of the line to gain an enemy
not listening.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. They're going to need to get... Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gamer seats.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give out of the gun. Can't get him to the ground.
This is a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
Yes.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll finish the run. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their... And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcell Dareus when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and
Sally's paused my game.
quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they can
It's like the passenger. That's the passenger. Can I use your phone?
Flex that muscle. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. There he goes. Open it up. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping it.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air, it's Simpson. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get it.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick.
Touchdown, Bama! Oh, that will be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped up at 28. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know. shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He's loose. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. And you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside the 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30.
I'm going to turn them off. I don't like it at night.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Fire?
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Very little will make a crowd hold their breath.
Sorry. Stop! I was about to say excuse me and then it came out. Oh, my stomach. Whew. Sorry.
Return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down.
So I can cook this play?
He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The big explosive play.
Headshot to the 3 shit Eddie Wrestling. Let me take her to the best and get me.
Right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. From the gun, looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
My bad.
Love the quick decision making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays.
No, he can't.
Shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20.
The worst off.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
So you want to go to Dolores tomorrow?
Start at their own 27-yard line.
Bring up
Coming out first down
PS4.
with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And this throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Right, man. You fumbled that.
10 sacks? We're so...
I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the
No,
coaches
okay,
were
let
all
yourself
over
today.
it,
It's
but
free.
Big time break for the offense.
Hunt is on its way.
Say,
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Yeah, what did you know this time?
Looking to pass.
It's a little bit more managed than
Throws to the
last year.
wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on second and goal.
Lips. They better pass this.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
I'm just him. $121 rushing yards.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosions.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Offense has enough time to get on the play before we head to the half.
Give me the half.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Singleton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw time running short in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is...
What? Not yelling. Oh, man.
plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total weather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point.
And the quarterback brought up through and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Takes a hit as he fired. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own
to be like this, so I'm going from him
Tide offense rolls onto the
to
field.
Ryan.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Going deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. And a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He spins that thing down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. Incomplete, and they had everything they wanted. There's just something about getting away from your own goalpost. First and 10 now from the 20. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh